Hello there and welcome to another video from the farm. Today we're turning our ski into a fully covered polytunnel chicken house. So if you caught the last video, I was quickly explaining how to build super strong, super cheap polytunnel hoops out of PVC pipe. As after our test phase, we discovered that the fitting method, which a lot of people use, which is connecting all these pipes together with PVC fittings as well, wasn't very strong at all. And after a little bit of playing, the fitting actually broke. So as you can see there, what we've done was heated the pipe up and actually forced the pipe 10 centimeters into the other pipe. So in effect, we've got a double layer of pipe as the fitting now, as well as we've gone and glued them together. So in our test phase as well, went ahead and made this first structure on the front here, which is going to be a support for a 4x2 beam to run all the way down the centre. Because we've only got two skis, we wanted the weight bearing points to stay on the skis. That's why I came up with this triangle configuration rather than just a straight post running along the centre beam to connect the roof bar to this metal structure. That way, like I say, we've got the weight spread straight onto the skis rather than pressing in the middle. Because as you can see, without a third ski, bit wibbly wobbly. So to get this so it was in the right size and shape, what we did was, if you can see on the back there, we've got a little bit of tape on the pipe to indicate the very centre of the hoop. So we measured from the centre of the hoop to the very corner of this bar here. So that gave us a 4 metre length. So we cut this piece, a 4x2, into 4 metres. And then after a little bit of quick maths, after measuring that 4 metres and then measuring a straight line down to the centre and that distance, worked out the angle what we need to cut these so we can pair them up nicely into a triangle, and it's about 50 degrees. So yeah, cut a template, mark them all up, and here we've got them all marked up, ready to cut. We've also got all these pipes left to crimp the ends and force them into the other bits of pipe so we can form ourselves some 9 metre long strips. Now we've got, 34 of these we've got, but we only need, I think, 33, so yeah, one to play with. But we have got a couple of others knocking around, so if we break one, we should be all good. Now I've gone over all this in the last video, heating these up, so I won't bore you too badly with it. But we've got 30 odd pipes to connect still, so let's crack on. So I've got all these bent and connected to each other pipe wires now. Didn't take too long at all, really. Next then, let's cut all of these at the 45s or so, thereabouts, and we can make our triangles. Get everything ready, and then we should be able to put this together in no time at all. That's the last of the triangles all cut. I think we'll crack on with this in the morning now. We'll build these over there and screw them straight into position. So going to be using these self-tapping screws to screw through the wood straight into the 40mm box steel that the ski's made out of. Now we've got the end one already screwed in, as you can see, and it's nice and strong, so we know it works well. And then to attach the pipes, we're using strips of metal stuff like this. And then we're using self-tapping screws like this, that are about 40mm long, straight through these little holes into the box steel again, and then that's looping around the pipe like that, squeezing it nice and tight, holding the pipe in position. Got all the pipes glued up today. Whilst I was waiting for these to set, I've quickly carried over all of the pieces of the triangles, so we'll go start putting these together. We're just going to form these up at the very end, so then we can just walk them along, put them in position. You can see they form fairly easily. It's not the best flat ground, but it'll do. So we've got the first one together. That's given us a nice flat surface that we can go ahead and just build the rest all in position straight on top of, like this now. All done. Let's get them in. Bosh, all the triangles are in, so that's all the supports in, so we can put our centre bar down the middle next. Right then, let's go get some 3x2s and we'll start putting the centre bar in. So here we go, centre bar's in. We decided not to bother cutting it because it wouldn't really save much weight. So we just overlapped them, and then we've tied each one together with a screw as well. So that's technically a solid bar on both sides of this now. Last job for the wood part of this frame. We've got to take a couple of these laths. We're going to tie it from the top of the triangle there to the bottom of each third triangle on all four corners, and then that should prevent any kind of movement backwards and forwards in this wood frame at all. That's what I'm on about. Nice brace from the top there all the way to the third one on both sides. Stops any forwards and backwards movement from the wood frame. Gosh, looking not too shabby. So next then, we're going to come along and we're going to get these metal straps all screwed in all the way along both sides, so we can just come and fire the hoops in really fast. Got them all screwed in, all the way along this edge, and all the way along that back edge too. So we're all ready for the pipes now, so I'll go get them over here. Here we go, we've got her all in. One last job to do on the structure, and that's, as you can see, the hoops are wibble wobbling. So we just got to throw a screw through each one into the wood beam that runs along the top. I think we'll leave that as part of tomorrow's jobs though, as we'll, fingers crossed, hopefully get all this finished then. So if you've enjoyed this video on making our chicken tractor, catch us tomorrow. We'll be putting all the lath on the various locations, attaching the hoops to the middle bar, and fingers crossed getting the polythene cover on this. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like below. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you hit that notifications button. Right then, until next time, bye bye.